Hello there and welcome to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all the new products in the Happily Ever After release hitting the shop on May 5th. First, let's take a look at the brand new stamp sets. This is the Bloom and Grow stamp set. It is a 4x3 stamp set with 5 images. One of this cute gnome popping his head up out of a watering can, 3 different sentiments, and a little flower accent piece. And there is a die set to die cut out all the pieces. This die even has little parts that cut out some of the openings around the stamped image. Here you can see what everything looks like stamped out. Such a cute little gnome. And then let's take a look at these pieces all die cut out. So you can see how around the watering can, the die is going to cut out those openings for you. That is really cool. Here's a completed card with this set. You can see how fun this is, all colored up, very spring-like, and I fit it here on a mini Slimline card. Next, we're going to look at the Pretty Wonderful stamp set. This is a 4x6 set. The bouquet there measures 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. So it's a good size image. There are 3 different sentiments that come with it. There's a die for each of them. And what is really cool about the dies for the sentiments is they're going to cut out those words individually. That allows you to move the words around and arrange them how they best fit your card. I love that. Here's the images all stamped out. What a gorgeous bouquet that is. And here you can see the words die cut out, so you can stack them, you can put them in a line, you can stick them over top of things, or you could stamp them right on your card. Next, here's the card that goes with this stamp set that I created. You can see a beautiful bouquet there. I colored this very simply, but you could switch out the colors of those flowers for lots more variation. Next, we have the Happily Ever After stamp set. This gorgeous stamp set is perfect for all your wedding needs. This is a 4x6 stamp set with one large focal image that's almost 5 inches tall. There are 3 different sentiments. One of them you're going to die cut out the whole word. The other 2, they're going to have dies that cut out each individual word, again, so you can customize it. Here you can see what these images look like stamped out on some white cardstock. I think the sketchiness of this artwork is so perfect for something elegant but not too fancy. And there's your sentiments all cut apart. So again, arrange them how they fit best on your card. So cool. And you can use the word congratulations by itself easily because of that die. So here's the card I made with this set, and you can see in the background there is a very beautiful floral set. If this looks familiar to you, that's because this is the Summer Blooms stamp set, which was part of a previously released kit, but now we're so happy that this stamp set is now available individually in the Trinity Stamps shop. And here I have another card made with this set, which is part of the hop celebrating this release. So you're going to want to make sure and check out that hop for this release so you can see lots more inspiration with these products that just came out. All right, now it is time to look at the standalone dies. We have this Wedded Couple. It is a large die. It's going to be perfect for all your different size cards. It is 5.5 inches by 3 inches, so you can fit it on a Slimline, an A7 card, and even an A2 card. It will fit pretty much edge to edge. And then we have our Mr. and Mrs. die set. This has dies that cut out the words Mr., Mrs., the ampersand, and a period behind each of those, as well as a shadow for each of these pieces. So you can move these around and you can use them individually. You could use the ampersand for other things, but it fits really well in with this collection. Here I have paired it with the Wedded Couple that I die cut from some black glitter cardstock, and I used a previously released foiling floral plate for the background and hot foiled it. Next, we have our oval foliage die set. This is a 3-piece set. The large frame is 5.5 inches by 4 inches, so it's a really good size. These plates are pretty close together, so if your snips don't fit in there, you can twist it to release them from each other. Now you can cut out this frame by itself. It's going to cut around the outer edge of those leaves and leave the center intact. You can use the optional middle piece to die cut that out and create a frame. There's also a die that creates a mat for it, which then you could use that center piece to die cut the middle of that out as well. But here you can see I've cut the foliage part with the centerpiece to create a frame and layered that on the mat. It's a really gorgeous frame. And here's a card created by Jeannie on our design team using that foliage frame. I think it is so beautiful, and the style is going to go with so many things that you already have. Next, we have our Scripty Wedding Day die set. This says best wishes on your wedding day. It's got a die for every single word and a shadow layer for all of them as well. Some of these also are very tight between the places that you need to snip apart the word and the shadow. So if you grab the end of it and just start twisting it, you can easily separate them that way, and it doesn't leave any little ends that you feel like you need to snip off. So that's my little tip for that. Now let's move on to the Blooming Circle window die. This is a 2-piece die set, and I think you're gonna love it because it's got different options. This circle is about 3 inches by 3 inches, and it has a die for a shadow layer, which you can also use that die with the window itself. So you could die cut this piece right here directly from your card front and create a window with these florals in that window. You could die cut the 2 pieces together to remove that from the cardstock, which I've done here, and then I created a shadow or background layer for it using just that die by itself. So different options means you can create a lot of different looks. So here, let's take a look at what that window looks like when layered on that shadow piece. And you can see it fits edge to edge, and then you have this beautiful background that shines through. Next, we're looking at the woven mini slimline die. I love all the mini slimline cover plate dies that Trinity Stamps has, and this is going to be one of my favorites from the line. Not only does it give you kind of the look of a basket, but it has a little bit of a geometric feel to it, and I think it's really fun. Here's a card I made with that, and you can see I have that circle window die and the best wishes there, which came from that best wishes on your wedding day, but you can use these pieces by themselves to create a card that's maybe not for a wedding, which I love. Last, we have our Floral Twinkle Slimline die. This is such a cool die. Do you see that embossed frame around the edge? I love that. It allows me to maybe cut that away and mount this onto a 8.5 by 3.5 inch card, or leave it and it's got a frame edge to edge. So I love those choices, and I love the look of that. This is such an intricate and beautiful die. If you've used intricate dies before, you know sometimes you might have to use something special. I used just a piece of copy paper, which worked great in my die machine to get out all those intricate pieces as a shim. Here I have taken the die and embossed with it using a rubber mat, and I am in a love with this look. And here you can see I left the frame intact. This fits edge to edge with my 8.5 by 3.5 inch card, and wow, this is such a cool die, as with everything else in this release. And you can find all the things right now in the Trinity Stamps shop, which is linked for you below. And please make sure you hop along with us for lots more inspiration with this new release. I thank you so much for watching. Be sure to come find us on Instagram and Facebook too. I'll see you soon on the next video. Happy stamping! Bye!